Peace and love, everyone. Sending you all positive energy, high vibrations, all love, all positivity. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. You hit the like button and you leave me any comments or questions in my description below. Today, I'm going to be speaking about the power of our solar plex. Okay? When we think of the solar plex, it is the soul energy. The energy that sits right in the center, connected with the sun. Okay? So, our solar plex is powerful. And I don't think it gets enough credit. What it does is, we have crucifixion in the brain when our pituitary gland, our pineal gland, and our cerebral spinal fluid conjuncts together. Okay? We create a very powerful alchemical process in alchemy known as the intelligence of the heart, marriage of the sun and moon. Okay? Conjunction of the sun and moon. Okay? And once we have that crucifixion, which means increase in power, okay, a higher level of consciousness to perceive, awakening of the pineal gland, the seat of the soul. So once we activate the solar plex chakra, the cerebral spinal fluid moves up and down our spinal cord, or 33 vertebrae. And it moves, it also charges through our solar plex energy. Okay, so we have the sun that's within us. We have that light. We have that electric magnetic charge, but we have to access it. So the solar plex chakra is known as the seed of the pineal gland because it forms at age 12, around puberty age. And it takes place when the moon is activated in actually our rising sign. Okay? The sign that explains our first breath. When the sun was arising on the eastern horizon. Okay, so it describes the conjunction of the sun and actually the moon. So we have polarity that's manifested throughout the universe. Two complete opposites to create something beautiful. When we're dealing with the sun and the moon, it describes soul evolution, of us ascending to a higher level of consciousness. Okay, so once this seed is being born, every 29 and a half days, if it's activated properly, another seed will be born every 29 and a half days, and the power increases. So once it awakens that one time, and as we continue to take care of ourselves, we balance our chakras properly, we vibrate out of love, we do all the necessary healing work and the spiritual work, the seed gains power that is amplified. 4:34 on the clock. Always be familiar with that. So we have this electric magnetic charge through our solar plex chakra that vibrates up and down our spine, and it's known as the oil in the Bible, which is the cerebral spinal fluid. I also have a video on my actual YouTube channel. Well, this is my YouTube channel. I mean, my Instagram channel. I'll place it in the description so you can check it out. And I also have pictures of how the conjunction happened. This is the power of alchemy. Okay? When we're dealing with alchemy, it describes that we have to go through coagulation. We have to go through the process where the soul dies out and decomposes. Okay? And it's known as the die out, rot out, and decompose in order to create something beautiful. So this biblical character, Jesus Christ, okay, he went to a place called Gothica. The place is the place in the skull, 555 on the clock. The place where he got crucified, meaning to increase the power in the brain, the skull. So we have spiritual discernment, soul evolution. There's a righteous pathway in all religions, and it shows us. Also, when we're dealing with Jacob's ladder, that is connected to the 33 vertebrae that the angels of light, known as the angels of light, are the messengers ascended and descended on, going up and down. Just how the cerebral spinal fluid goes up and down in our body, that is connected with the soul energy of the solar plexus chakra. Always be familiar with that. So, when we're dealing with our solar plexus chakra, it displays how we express ourselves outwards, 7:07 on the clock. How we express our creativity. How we are balancing our ego to have confidence in ourselves, to be stoic, not to give away our power, but to hold a great deal of power and energy and love and positivity and serotonin, happiness, joy, abundance, creativity, passion, and accessing the fire that we have within us. Okay? It's a lot, but it's the drive, it's the passion. Because guess what? I always say when I'm teaching about Leo energy and the sun, because Leo is connected with the sun. So Leo is the center of attention. Leos like to be in the center. They love a lot of attention. That's because they're connected with the sun. The sun sits in the center. The zodiac moves around the sun. Okay? The earth goes around the sun. Okay? The sun continuously creates. The sun continuously shines. The sun gives us life energy. At 10 a.m., we embody the most powerful energy connected with our cardiac rhythm at 10 a.m. That's why the ancients navigated throughout Kemet in the daytime, building, growing crops, conjuncting herbs and spices, because this is a time of glory, power, and the most energy is on the planet that's connected to our body. So when we think of solar plex, we think of a beautiful sunflower that shines. We think of the sun that is continuously creating, that has the passion, and that wakes us up on an everyday basis. Okay? So, give you all little tips how we will know if it's blocked. The solar plex actually is connected to the rib cage. And if we move our hands over, it sits right where my hands is from the rib cage. Okay, it's connected with our intestines and our bowel system, the lower part of the body. So if it's blocked, we can be overindulging, eating too much. We also can have an imbalance in our body where we having lower back pains. We can be low in energy because that's the most powerful time is connected with the solar plex energy. We have to have the energy, the passion, the drive, the Leo energy, the fire energy within us. So if we are weak, that's a sign that the solar plex is blocked. Okay, we also can be giving our power away and letting people overpower us, sucking up our energy like a sponge. That is a sign that it's blocked. We also can be doubting ourselves, fear, doubts, scared, low self-esteem. Okay, that's a sign that it's blocked. Now, what we can do to empower our solar plex is we can actually incorporate a beautiful yellow color in our life for 2 weeks. By wearing the color, it helps us to embody the creativity, the love, and the vibration of the solar plex. Always be mindful of that, because when we see the color, we see brightness, we see love, we see power, we see sun energy, we see Leo 101. 111 on the clock. Also, when we actually take on the color yellow, it's like a sunflower. You know, we see it, it's beautiful, it's loving, it's shiny, and it also glows. So once we take that vibration of wearing that color, we embody that great energy. We also can take in the foods of actually bananas, yellow peppers, lemons, and also ginger. We can always do the colors of the chakra to help balance us out properly. But be mindful. Ginger is white. Its color is like a cream color. But ginger helps to block and remove chemicals out the body. So it's a great form of detox, okay, when we're dealing with ginger. Also, we could take in the energy of Yam. Okay, it's an Indian god, a guy. And we can state Yam for 10 minutes a day, and it helps us to be able to balance that solar plex chakra. We also can take on the energy of Oshin, the Yoruba goddess. Okay, she loves yellow. She loves sunflowers. Her favorite color is yellow and also gold. She also likes the number 5, and she likes pure honey. Make sure it's pure and it's raw, or she won't eat it. We can incorporate her in an altar and be able to tap into balancing the solar plex chakra. She's a goddess of love, wealth, fertility, beauty, and abundance. Okay? Also, we can take in lemon balm. Lemon balm is great for thyroid problems. Okay, bringing in love into new partnerships, also clarity and purification. Okay, we can use it as an essentials oil, or we can actually take it, okay, like a teaspoon or something a day. Also, we can incorporate sandalwood. Okay, sandalwood is a very powerful smell. I love it, and it's known to be like a mustard color. It'll help us to bring in peace, safety, and happiness. Okay, so if we like that, it'll help us to balance the solar plex chakra. Also, we can incorporate self-love techniques because it deals with our ego. It deals with our pride and our self-esteem. So we can look in the mirror and say, I am beautiful. I am strong. I am limitless. Okay, I love myself for who I am. And I also have a video on actually embracing our flaws. Embracing our flaws just as well as our strengths. When we do, it helps us to embody a powerful energy of love for ourselves, and we'll be able to accept ourselves so others can accept us. Okay, always be familiar with that. 5 on the clock. Also, when we're doing healing of body chakras, it's always great to ground ourselves in the grass, connect with Mother Earth, tap into the powerful energy of the sun. Okay, balance the pineal gland, help to activate it. Sun gaze for at least 30 minutes will help empower the solar plex. Also, serotonin will help empower the pineal gland. We can get that from the sun, and we also can take a teaspoon of paprika to increase the happy hormone of serotonin. Very powerful energy. Also, I always say, connect with the power of nature. Okay, it's very important so we can have the understanding. Once we go out into nature, we can automatically heal ourselves. Okay, we can also do Reiki techniques of placing our hands right in the center of that solar plex chakra and stating powerful affirmations. I am strong. I am love. I am powerful. I am living in my soul purpose. Okay, I'm vibrating with a high frequency of love. 1616 on the clock. Okay, once we incorporate Reiki, it helps. And we also can incorporate actually yoga. Yoga is very powerful. It helps to align our chakras properly and remove the stagnant energy out of our body. Also, most of all, exercise. Okay, I don't care if you walk, you run, you jog, you move your body around for 30 minutes a day. It will improve your health. Okay, it will help your electromagnetic field to create powerful energy of the oxygen flowing properly. Okay, the blood flowing properly. Okay, always be familiar with that. We want to move the energy in our body around. When we do, it's a great help to us, no matter of the exercise that you do, long as you get out for at least 30 minutes and incorporate Reiki, also exercise inside of your daily task, and it will help for the greatest good of you. I promise you that. I'm a living example. It will help and it will improve. Okay, so when we deal with the solar plex chakra, we deal with taking care of our bodies, being balanced, not overindulging, and be able to eat from the tree of good that they talk about in the Bible, that helps us to ascend to heaven. Okay, to help us to perceive a higher level of consciousness and to help us to operate out of love. Okay, always be familiar with that. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you hit the like button, and you leave me any comments or questions in my description below. I love you all. Shine beautiful like a beautiful sunflower. Shine bright like Ra in the sky. Be creative. Tap into your passions from your heart. Be love. Never give up on yourself.